What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and I am here with Asia Regionals first place Dr. Hedo deck profile. Yes, Dr. Hedo won a regional event. I'm so hyped. I'm so happy that I can bring you this one. Guys, it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting. It's always cool to see new decks perform this well. But before we begin this video, huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and up patrons. They buy us coffee, they keep this content machine going every single day. Dragon Ball videos, like every single work day. That's incredible. 4 weeks in a row now. So thank you guys so much for keeping this machine going, for buying us coffee, and one day, eventually, hopefully soon, we will replace the broken table. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to our Patreon is in the description below. And yeah, I think that's about everything. Roll the video! Okay guys, we are here with Deck Planet. Let's check out the deck. Oh, you can see the Z deck. Yeah, doesn't matter. So, let's start with the leader. For those of you who are completely new to the game, Dr. Hedo, red leader. So, auto, when this card attacks, you look at top 5 and you add one red ribbon army card to your hand, and then you shuffle the deck. So basically you're tutoring, and then you get to awaken on 4 or less. 4 or less, this never happens. You just get to awaken when you have one or more of each Gamma 2 and Gamma 1 superhero cards in play, then you draw 2. The big power boost comes when you awaken. During your turn, your Gammas, Gamma 1 and 2 with an energy cost of 2, so specifically these ones, gain barrier. So passively barrier to everything. Then auto, once per turn, if you discard one red ribbon army card from your hand, when one of your red Gamma 2 attacks, draw 2. So this is a leader which doesn't need to swing to draw, but you need to swing with your Gamma. And then activate main, once per turn, choose up to one red Gamma 1 superhero card with an energy cost of 3 or less and switch it to active mode. This is basically going to give dual attack to everything. So now that we have gone over the leader, let's go through the video. First, through the deck profile. Oh god. First, the boss monster of the deck. Gamma 1 and 2 Heroes Mission. 4 copies of this one. This one is phenomenal. This one is gonna be a staple in red forever. I don't know how and why people aren't buying this. This card is really slapped on. He has activate battle, limit to 1. If your leader is red and you or your opponent has 3 or more energy, this is huge because it works whenever. It works even if you went first or not, even if your opponent charged or not. As long as you get to charge 3, it's online. Draw 1, play this card from your hand, choose up to one of your red cards and it gains plus 10k. So for 1 energy, it's a pseudo super combo. You draw 1, you buff something by plus 10k, as this is activate battle, and you get a 15k body, but you get more than this, because when it's played, choose up to one of your red ribbon cards and it gains plus 5k for the turn. So you can either make this guy 20k, or you can actually send Zubin your leader and make your leader 20k, because it doesn't say battle cards, it's just red ribbon army cards. And then finally he has an amazing auto. When your Gamma 1 is switched to active mode by Dr. Hedo skill, by your leader skill, switch this card to active mode. So he's a dual attacker. This card is insane. Like, this card is phenomenal. Every red deck should run a few copies of this one. Then you have your standard introduction, let's call it. Dr. Hedo, Heroism and Aesthetics. So the small non-Gamma pieces. Auto limit 1 for 1 red. If your leader is red Dr. Hedo and you have a red Z extra card in your battle area, when this card is used in a combo from your hand, play up to 1 Gamma 1 or Gamma 2 card, both red, and with a power of 15k or less, and with an energy cost less than or equal to your energy from your deck, then shuffle your deck. So basically what it says, for 1 energy, when you combo with him from your hand, you get to play one of your Gammas. And the further along you go in the game, like I don't believe you're ever gonna get to 5 energy, but you can technically play even the 5 cost one. It's good. It basically fixes your hand if you're stuck without Gammas. You just combo with him, pay 1 and then cheat a Gamma into play. Then we have 4 copies of Gamma 1, Hero Pride. 15k, auto limit 1 when it attacks, you basically combo with a card. 5k combo power from your drop, and then you can charge it into Z energy. It's an effect that we have seen billion times. Auto, once per turn, when this card is switched to active mode by your leader skill, draw 1, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 10k for the turn. So yeah, if you target this one to switch it to draw and you neg something. Then you have the other Gamma. This one is a 2 cost, deflect, auto limit 1. When he attacks, use up to one of your red ribbon card with 5k from your drop in a combo. So basically the same ability. And then he's like 15k, and then you just charge the energy. Auto, once per turn, when this card is switched to active mode by Dr. Hedo, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and it and this card get minus 5k for the turn. So he becomes 5k, but when he attacks he gets to combo with the 5k, so he goes back to 10. And you neg something of your opponent's. Then we're playing 4 copies of The Boss. So The Boss says when he's played, draw 1. You're never gonna do this because he has a better effect. Auto limit 1 for 1 red energy. If your leader is Red Ribbon, when this card is used in a combo, choose up to one of your Red Ribbon army cards and it gains double strike for the battle. So 1 energy, 5k double strike, a mini Champa, because Champa used to give 10k, this one just gives 5, but it gives double strike to anything. It can be your leader, it can be your Z battle card, it can be anything as long as it is Red Ribbon army. Just extra pressure here. You will always have energy because this deck just cheats so much things in. So I believe that most of the time you will have like the 1 energy to push a double strike. Then we have 4 copies of Gamma 2. Nothing super special about this one. Like, it's a staple, you have to run it. But his permanent is basically if you have Gamma 1, he costs 1 energy. And auto, when one of your Gamma 1s is switched to active mode with your leader skill, you switch him to active mode. So he's a 15k attack, dual attacker basically. Now Dr. Hedo, a heroic brain. So 1 cost, permanent. If your leader is Red Ribbon army card and you have Gammas in play, this card gains plus 1k power and it can attack battle cards that are in active mode. Okay. Sure. Auto, when this card is played, you basically look at top 5 and you grab something that you need. So it's your turn 1 tutor if you need to find something, and then it can be 5k. And that's it. Now, 4 copies of Cell. Cell is good. Like, I'm getting more and more sold on Cell. I think that Cell is really good. 4 copies might be a bit excessive, but still. You need to keep in mind he doesn't work with your leader's ability to restand. Just keep that in mind, you won't be able to restand your Cell. However, for 1 energy, he's 25k blocker, he's 25k dual blocker, dual attacker, and then when he is KO'd or removed by a skill, that's the thing that's making this thing so good. Or removed by a skill, he negs a battle card by minus 30. With minus 30, he kills almost anything in the game, if he doesn't have barrier. So you block again, he dies, you minus 30 something. If your opponent, I don't know, KOs it with a skill, he takes something else with him. And he's a 25k, and then, yeah, he's 10k, but still. He's a dual attacker for 1 energy. Very good card. 4 copies of Son Gohan defeating the demon. You're charging so much Z energy in this deck because of your Gammas. it's a great counterplay. It's one of the best in the game. Like, there's no reason not to play this one. Then we have 3 copies of SS3 Goku One Hit Wonder. So you basically play this one for free. You play it when opponent's battle card's power is decreased. We saw that like Gammas decrease it, Cells decreases it, so there are Gohan decreases it, so there are ways to get this one out. And then he has Activate Battle. For 1 red, send this card from your drop to your warp, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and it gains -5 for the turn. It's an extra negate, it's an extra minus for 1 energy, but basically what he is a 15k play this guy for free. We also have 2 copies of Trunks Deluge of Power, who's a 10k combo when you're attacking with battle cards. It's an ancient card, like this is draft box 1. But yeah, if your battle card is red, when you combo with this card, it gets +5k combo for the duration of the turn. Then you have 3 copies of Testing the Opposition for defense. Pan is the SER here, which makes a lot of sense, because if you don't know, Pan basically has a permanent which says for each battle card in play, you reduce the energy cost of Pan by 2 in your hand, and you're just gonna be playing battle cards like insane. 4 copies of Beerus. Beerus is a super combo here, which is very interesting. You're not playing the one that draws, you're just playing a 10k super combo, but he's 5k immediately, so that's good. And 1 copy of Vegeta. And now just let's rush through the Z deck as well. Z deck is the following: 1 copy of Hedo's Lab. You're using this card to cheat in your cards. So for activate main, limit 1 for free. If this is your leader, play up to 1 Gamma 1 with an energy cost less than or equal to your energy from your hand in rest mode. And then if you happen to have 4, you can play Cell. If you happen to have 4 energy, it is this Cell. It's okay. Barrier blocker when he attacks, he next something by -15. And then once per turn, when one of your card skill is when one of your card skills reduce a card's power to 0 or less, when you next something to 0, switch this card to active mode. So he's basically a dual attacker. You're playing 2 copies of Rush Vegeta and 3 copies of Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, which give all of your things +5k for the turn, and it can also gain double strike. So yeah, that's it. This is the list. This is the first place Asia Regionals Dr. Hedo. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, are you gonna give Hedo a go? This deck looks interesting. It has nothing specifically to deal with floodgates, except just hitting them really hard. That's it. Like the good old red beatdown deck. The good old reliable. So you just swing everything into your opponent until they crumble eventually. I mean, like, this is crazy. So guys, what do you think of the deck? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons for more daily Dragon Ball Super card game videos. We are now on our way to 4,000 subs. And yeah, we're gonna have a 3k subs giveaway this week. I'm sorry, I've been a bit under the weather. And yeah, subscribe for more. This has been Damien from the Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.